10 minutes today, so I'm just going to talk to everyone really quick about LA Trash Junkers. I have a lot of pictures today too, so I like pictures. They show exactly what we do. So really quick about me, my background, I did 5 years in the Marine Corps. I was an F-18 mechanic. That's me just pretending to look at stuff. Yeah, just for the picture, for the gram. I also was a Eclipse technician at SpaceX. So working with the Marine Corps, I got out and I was able to work in aerospace. I learned a new skill, used that to leverage myself, get into a bigger company. Eventually I was at SpaceX. Here we are in Ohio, lowering the DM Dragon capsule into this thermal chamber. They're actually able to light it off, simulate space flight. So yeah, I built the oxygen system that kept the astronauts alive on that first DM. One astronaut mission. And then I've done like composite stress testing for Northrop Grumman, and I sold cemetery property door to door in Spanish. Spanish is my first language, but I'm not fluent in it. So that was probably like the hardest job I ever did. But one reason I'm mentioning all these different jobs I had is that each job gave me a skill that somehow it just worked out, and I'm able to utilize it now in my current business. Some fun pictures. This is the sushi boat that Megan finished all by herself. A holiday card that we got too busy to even make the card, so it never got sent out. I have to wear a respirator now, so I can't have my awesome mustache anymore. And Jasper is really sad. So that's our dump truck. We have a large dump truck. It's capable of hauling 18 cubic yards of junk. Measurements are 12 by 8 by 5 foot. So it's equivalent to about 6 of these 3-yard dumpsters, the contents being put into the back of the truck. On top of that, I used to work at UPS and I played a lot of Tetris. So when I'm able to utilize all the space available. So our customers are always amazed when they're like, "You're gonna get all of that and that you only need 2 truckloads?" I'm like, "I can charge you 2 if you want, but I can get it into 1." So that way, if anyone ever wonders like about the truck size, we have a large truck. Most of the other ones, like 1-800 Got Junk, theirs are only 12 foot long, so they charge way more for less space that they can haul. So services that we provide, we do junk removal and property cleanouts. So junk removal is just typically, if it's just in one spot, we can come in and just pick them up. That's what we consider junk removal. The property cleanouts are if we have to go through all the dressers, the closets, drawers, then that's a cleanout. When we have to bag up a lot of stuff, or if we just have a general area that's just a mess, that's a cleanout. This was a business cleanout, and the bags were filled with just rotten food. It was gross. The mice were running out. You guys are having breakfast. Sorry about this one. Oh, actually, it's not this one. It's the next one. So here's another junk removal one. It shows how I pack the truck, going from bottom to top. This is how I come up on some jobs where it's just a mountain of debris everywhere. It looks like a really big challenge, but we're able to dissect the pile and we separate it into recyclables, donatable items, stuff that we keep and upsell, and then the trash. So we're always trying to minimize our carbon footprint, what we take to the dump. Safety first, sometimes we have to suit up. This is us with our full Tyvek suit and respirators. This is Megan right here cleaning up a child's room that had mice nests all under the bed and stuff. We see terrible stuff, but we are non-judgmental. So we're here to help. This is me cleaning out a fridge filled with rotten food. There was 12 bags out of one apartment. Megan here with her first fridge. She's like, "What do you mean I have to clean this?" And and then another fridge. So we do cleanups like this, but we do protect ourselves also when we're dealing with like mold and just a lot of dusty, nasty situations. Rodent droppings in the garage cleanouts, things like that. So a property cleanout, we helped out this family. Same thing, we just came, dissected the pile, and on top of that, they told us just come in and haul it away. We still take the time to kind of look through this stuff. It's not because we're being nosy. We're just making sure that there's no like e-waste, hazardous materials in the box that the customer unknowingly put in there. But we find stuff of value still, and that customer, we're like, hey, what about this? Oh wow, I didn't even know my grandma had that there, and all these things. So it's really nice putting a smile on their face. So yes, the before and after, big difference, night and day. And this customer too, he was super surprised with how much we were able to pack into the truck. I'll pack it in there. The only thing that limits me is safety. So if it's not safe, I don't add anymore. Some more property cleanouts that we did. This was a huge one. What we help out our customers too, there's the trash and the recyclables. So with this one, we went through and we took out all the trash and left all the metal recyclables. He called a metal scrap guy. So we saved them money that way. So we work with our families, our customers to give them the best price just so that they can reclaim their space. And the smile afterwards it's worth it. This one was from the same house. We bagged up everything, staged it outside, and once the house was empty, we pull up the truck and load it up. Not sure what slide I'm on. This was a tenant eviction. It was really dirty. It was bad, but you can see it before you couldn't even get into the space. And that picture with the fridge is this part right here. The sink was also filled with this black mildew water. I had to use a cup to drain it out one by one. So we do business cleanouts too. Same thing, just showing me breaking down the desk so we can maximize the space. We do charge extra for breaking it down, but it still saves the customer a lot of money. And what we can't haul away. We're not allowed to haul away any hazardous materials. So paint, oil, household chemicals, treated wood, biohazards like a dead body. We don't touch But that's pretty much the basis of what we do. The property cleanout's junk removal. That's what we say. People that are good referral partners for us are like property managers, realtors, people who manage a lot of properties that they can call us whenever they have tenant evictions, move outs, things like that. Alrighty. Well, I was saving my 2-minute warning for any questions. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Yes, Koka.
Well, how far do you go? What's your demographics for your business?
Thank you very much for that question. We happily service all of San Gabriel Valley. For bigger property cleanouts, we'll go far as to like Rancho, south to Long Beach, and out to like Altadena, Brentwood area. That's for like the large multi truckload cleanouts. Yes, Richard.
What do you do with really super hazardous stuff like dynamite or live ammunition or anything like that? I'm serious. I've run into places like that.
With stuff like that, I just tell the customer, I'm not allowed to touch this. This is what you have, and I'll try to help them find a place to get rid of it.
Call the police department.
But I don't take it away. I haven't found any dynamite yet, but we'll see.
Just guns.
Yes, Thomas.
So when you load up, where do you take it?
So we have different sources where we can take the material. We always dispose of it responsibly. If you see the couches on the side of the freeway, it wasn't us.
There was. Go too far. Pull the lever once you get out.
The Puente Hills transfer station. There's another one off of Azusa, off the 60. That's a transfer station. They have a conveyor belt system. Separate the materials out. So you end up with like pallets of just the cardboard, the plastic, and we go there. We use recycling partners like SA Recycling, and we do have 2 charity partners, Oath to Country Foundation, where we donate our hauling services to help veterans in Baldwin Park like fix up their houses. We do like yard tear outs and put drought resistant plants, and then we also donate to the Shepherd's Pantry for the homeless. But yeah, that's my 10 minutes. Was there any last minute questions? Yes, sir.
I was thinking about you in regards to my brother-in-law. He has
a full garage just packed with things. But the main reason why it's so packed up is because he's extremely concerned about like recycling and things like that, and he doesn't trust anyone to take these away and like, you know, do the best that they can with them, I guess, and dispose of them properly. So how do you overcome that kind of concern when it comes to people worried about making sure that this gets recycled properly?
I just pretty much let them know that, you know, the way that I treat the business, how we have the centers, the way that before we load the truck up, we'll separate it into the different piles. So that way we're not loading and taking away items where they shouldn't be going. I can also use my background to just try to emphasize that I am a trustworthy person, that if I say I'm gonna get rid of it correctly, I will. So I'm happy to talk to your brother-in-law if he needs help getting the garage out, and I at least give him some guidelines on how best to proceed.
Thanks.
Thank you.